Welcome back, everybody. We have Our Healer, Our Protector with Ryan and Lisa. The month of May is mental health awareness. And for me, it's something extremely, extremely close to my heart, as a veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. And my father does as well. And we support Bravo Zulu House in Winnebago, Minnesota, as the first all-veteran sober house in the United States. And so the Teal Valhalla program, they support our veterans in an extreme, amazing way. And basically, this shirt here is pretty powerful as it gets after, basically mental health, and a lot of the proceeds, if you purchase a shirt through them, go back to veterans. And on the back of it, I had to write it down because obviously I can't see it here, but we have valleys of hardship create peaks of greatness on the back. And for
Love it.
myself, that has certainly been the case ever since my first deployment to Afghanistan back in 2004. And I know Lisa from the nursing side of the house, and I thank greatly all of you and the professionals that
Thank
have
you.
helped with my mental health over the years. And there's stigma there. I'm kind of curious what you think. How is it, in the civilian sector? I know how it was in the military, and what. You guys run into that?
Yeah, every day in the hospital, we deal with people with mental health issues, whether it be small, big, or in between. We do the best that we can, knowing their vulnerability. When we go into a room, we assess the situation, we give them space, let them talk about themselves so they are heard. And our biggest thing is we let people know that they are heard. We're only with them for a little while. In the little while that we are with our patients, we hope to make an impact to make them feel heard and seen and be taken care of at the moment. When we can, we give them social workers and people that can work with them to find them the right avenues to go down if they are wanting and needing help. Can't force people to get help, but we do everything and show them that we are here to help guide them if they need it.
Yeah, that's so special to have that, because I think at times we don't feel where, anyone cares about us. And it's really just where we kind of end up, closing off to the world. We isolate. For me, I went to prescription drugs and alcohol, and, was so resentful, my anger just to the world. And so to hear that's very, it's a nurturing aspect of it, in healthcare. You guys have that ability, that service, that servant leadership style where you can create warmth and kindness. And sometimes that doesn't happen, right? Like maybe someone doesn't love their profession anymore. They've lost that joy, that they used to have, that inspiration, and I think, for us, as we've ventured off to build, our collaboration of businesses over the last number of months, it's where, I really want to go into that realm of like what creates a little bit of excitement. And for me, it's, I don't know, kind of like, who's your favorite Disney character? And, where do we, maybe find joy outside of that? For me, I can go to my faith and find it there today, but in a previous life, I couldn't, so we would go to the Magic Kingdom and idolize, Mickey Mouse or, Donald Duck or whoever they are, Goofy and so forth. So Lisa, who's your favorite Disney character?
Who's my favorite Disney character? Well, I have a favorite song, and it kind of goes by my life motto. I don't sing, but I'm going to try this so you guys can all have fun laughing at me. And the people that know me, yeah, here I go. Something like, means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata means no worries for the rest of your days.
It's the Lion King.
Yeah, I love that movie. Timon and Pumbaa. You are my kind of characters.
So you're saying your favorite characters, and like not to I don't know, be hurtful in any way, but so a warthog and
I'll claim them.
a mongoose.
And a warhog.
I love it. I
Hey,
love
they're
it.
just loving life and rolling around in the mud, and one's goofy and one gets to the heart. And I love both their characters combined, and that is my favorite song and my philosophy on life.
Actually, I mean, yeah, it brightened my day. I'm sitting here
Who's
just
yours?
laughing, smiling. Mine. Oh, hey, I have. Well, May's right here, actually, like jumping up on me. But May, you're not my favorite Disney character. Well, you are my favorite. But anyways, I am a Stitch lover, and my two
Aw.
beautiful girls gave me this when they came back. I want to say from being in Hawaii the last time they went on a trip, and so we got Sleepy Stitch here. Uh, yeah, I've been a Stitch lover for many
Your
years,
Stitch
and
story. Didn't your girls get you a Stitch? And if I remember right, Stitch followed you to your different places that you were.
yeah, Lauren ended up getting me. So this Stitch made I don't know how many deployments, but Lauren ended up giving them to me. And yeah, everywhere I went, it was like, hey, I got to have my buddy with. And yeah, he's just been a part of my life for.
Are you kind of crazy like Stitch?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm definitely Stitch like. You know, I could certainly, be multiple different arms all over the place, trying to do a bunch of different things. I'm thinking this morning, I was on a call with folks getting ready for the Coeur d'Alene Summit with Tim Tebow and Ed Millette and everybody there. So that was like at 6 o'clock this morning. And then the next thing you know, I was talking to publisher for, our upcoming books that we got in the works. And, I'm trying to think wait a second though. You had some amazing stuff happen this morning. Like,
Yeah, I did. If you look for them or not look for them and they bump right into you, I just had somebody come I'm cleansing, I'm getting rid of stuff. I had someone come and buy something for me today, and I felt a connection with her. I could tell she had a beautiful soul, and we just started talking. And all of a sudden, we were both in tears. And then I shared our podcast, and she's like, I needed your podcast. We're complete strangers to each other. Now I just got her phone number, and we're going to exchange, and I'm going to help inspire her through life. It was amazing. Every day you can meet somebody and you don't know what that's going to turn into. And I just met somebody that I think is going to be a friend, and I'm really excited to get to know her and help her through life.
yeah, I'd almost call it like a God shot. It's kind of like when you see a bald eagle like flying over you, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, right
It
there.
just gave me the hope of what we're trying to create, Ryan. It gave me the hope that where we're at right now we're meant to do. And I'm excited to help all of you listening and get you excited about life and turning new pages, and be the author of your own book. How do you want your book to end? And that's what we are here to help you with.
Yeah, I think this is definitely like the when the story gets like even better, right? Like you see that side of things where you've had an amazing, journey in life and things have been good, but you have maybe, your cup was half full, like I'm not somebody that wants to say it's half empty, kind of thing, half full, half empty. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I guess what I'm saying is like it can always be better, and it has to do with like what we're grateful for. And the Lord isn't going to give you more if you're not grateful for what you currently have. And I was actually talking to my dad yesterday about it, and he had seen, and he's like, I saw your podcast, and he's trying to tell me what he was talking about. And I was like,
Oh gosh, what'd your dad say?
he's like, well, you're talking about gratitude. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, but I don't think that was in any of the podcasts that's been released to this point. Are you talking about like a short or a reel or something on like Facebook or Instagram? And he's like, yeah, I think it was the face boom. And my dad's nickname's Papa Smurf. So it's one of those where, yeah, we'll have to have him on the show sometime just for comic relief. But he was
Yes,
getting
we
at,
will.
he's like, I like how you're talking about gratitude, but you're, like making sure that we create a list, like all of us have 10 things we're grateful for. And he was really getting into it, this aspect of like, and there I go, saying aspect again. We could have the aspect, and the challenge on our podcast too.
Yes, we have to stay away from those.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to digress too much here because finish that and then we can transition to what we learned this last week in a couple classes we took. But he said, hey, if you don't have 10, go down to 5. If you don't have 5, go down to 3. And everybody's grateful for 3 things. The sun came up, so you got another day. You got somebody in your life somewhere along the line that smiled, said, have a good day, hope you have a good day. And, most likely you found some water, you found some food, kind of thing. And can start with 3 there. But, this is America, so I suspect most folks 10. They can get up to 10.
Right.
Find a way there.
I was thinking more about when we were talking about characters in The Lion King. I really love that movie because look what he went through.
Yeah.
He bumped into people that he was just enjoying life and they were not good people. He trusted a family member that was trying to undermine him. He went through all the troubles and then he came back to be a king. He wouldn't have gotten there. And if he didn't go through all those hard times and learning about people, who to trust, what path you're going to take. And on his path, he met the most amazing people, Timon and Pumbaa. And Timon and Pumbaa helped him through his journey and they all became a family. So sometimes people, if you don't have family out there, look at the people next to you. Family doesn't have to be definition by blood. So as you all know, there's people that are adopted or friends that have taken you into their arms and allowed you to be a part of their family. Embrace that. Stay in that and stay with people that are good to you. Just a little tidbit there. I was just thinking about the movie and
oh no, I think you just described yourself. I mean,
I think I did too.
I was like, from your story earlier today, like to have someone literally come buy something that you're selling on Facebook Marketplace to, like
We
talk
just had an
about,
amazing connection.
yeah. And didn't they have a friend that was moving here from California or something like that?
Yes,
I
and
forgot that part out.
I might have
Good
sold
part.
my house today. I brought them through on Facebook, not Facebook, anyways, on the phone. We did a live chat and I got to show my house. So I might have sold my house too today. That would be amazing and wonderful for myself and my family. It would also be amazing for them because they're new from California. And then the girl that helped connect me and her friend, and then just me and her, I am so blessed and that I get to help inspire and change someone's life. And she changed my life in the driveway. And it just reiterate why I'm doing what I'm doing. So very grateful for all of that. And today also there's sad stuff. So when we're doing this podcast, real life is going on. I had someone that passed away in my life that was very important to me and I love very much. And it's my mom's birthday. And one of my cousins said, I'm so sorry that my mom passed on your mom's birthday. And I said, oh no, don't be sorry. I already talked to my mom this morning and we are so grateful that on my mom's birthday, someone got to enter into heaven and be with Jesus and be at peace. And I know my loved one up there is with her family and looking down and is so proud of her children that came together and got to be at her bedside. And she's no longer in pain. And so I said, no, it's a celebration for my mom's birthday. And we will never forget that today is the day that our family member got to go to heaven to her father.
Yeah, that's perfectly put, Lise. It really shows, what it's all about. I love how you talked in the past about, living 150 years, living 1,000 years, biblically way back when. And, knowing that the finite amount of time that we have here on earth, we need to make the most of it. and really, that purpose that we've talked about that we have inside of us, those talents, all those gifts, let's not play small. Let's not think small. We need to go out every day and have those interactions and understand, just like Lisa's discussed this morning, where, you know, these are the times, these are the God shots that you lean into, and you have somebody that, maybe turns into a client for Lisa. She can help and inspire, as she does her life coaching. That friend pays that even back even further by having a friend that's moving from California and continuing. Like, it could certainly be like, well, I'm not sure if this is exactly where I want my friends to live, right? We're going to taint things by locking our claws into how do we want to control and move everything around. Just like, you said, Lise, with your one cousin, saying, I'm sorry. And it's not, it's beautiful. It's
It is
life.
beautiful.
It's this amalgamation that we have where we just continue to move, hook and jive. And, I love, Bruce Lee quotes because, he was mesmerizing and everything. And, he said, be like water, so you could flow. Don't be rigid. Don't be this stiff board, like I think of myself all the time in the military, it's like you get used to this and you're just like, all in, you're looking like a Oscar Mayer wiener, from that side of things. And you're just like, and there's no flow. It's just a whole lot of, I don't know, not fun. And it really just doesn't bring me joy, I guess, if you're going to be that rigid.
But with mental health being the month, it's so important to rise each other up and know that everyone has a story. Be kind to the person in front of you in line. Be kind to the person driving on the road. They might have made the wrong turn or leaned into you while they're on their cell phone. Just be grateful that you were able to get out of the way and not get hit. But just remember, when people are out there, it's not about you, it's about them, where they're at. So if someone's upset with you or comes across the wrong way, just look at them and say, I'm sorry, you're having a tough day. I hope it gets better today. Start saying those words to people, and not that it's that you are the person to make their day worse. Make their day better. And it's going to make you feel better, and you're not going to say anything that you regret, or just take a pause and step away. I think we should all take a pause. And to all the people going out there or looking for jobs, mental health, if you have any heart towards that or willing, I give you grace, and I pray for more people to go into the profession.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. And, we care deeply about, those that you would put their life and their service towards, helping those who have been, lots of us have been through many, trying times, tough childhoods, so on and so forth. You don't need to go to war to be put through a ringer when it comes to our lives and, someone hurting us and controlling us and, not allowing us to feel safe.
In our future, Ryan and I are going to be doing classes, and we can travel. We can come to your city, wherever you are, and we are going to start helping people, inspiring to be their best selves and let them be heard and seen, and come up with ways to process and avenues that we can help you tap into to inspire you to be your best self. And we're really excited about that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. I mean, super, super awesome to get, out and about, see the rest of the world that we haven't seen, and, connect with those who need help, want help, and are willing to continue to grow, and make sure their circle is as strong as it can be. And knowing that we're up against the clock always, because your guys' listening ears and seeing eyes are so very important. We just can't thank you enough. As we launched a few weeks back, we just are so grateful for everyone that's subscribed and has listened and watched. It's been just an outpouring. We'll have many, many, many more episodes to come now. This is number 9. So super excited. Love your guys' feedback. Keep sending it our way. We'll actually get to in the next episode what we learned this past week in a couple classes we took on how we are supposed to articulate our words.
Articulate. and say words so you do not have any break in your conversation and not say words like, which I need to work on.
Or actually, and but
So we are trying very hard. We are over the moon to have all of this come out and work on all of you and us. Oh, and the other exciting thing is, you guys, Ryan and I are in a place in life. We're still healing and getting better. So you're going to watch us grow too on our podcast. And you can grow with us, and we all can like be excited about life and learn together. And we love all of you. And thank you for listening.
we're just a garden full of children of God blooming as spring comes into summer here in Minnesota. So with that, we're up against the clock. Love you, and subscribe. Follow us on any of the social media platforms, Ryan T. Reichert, or
Lisa Sander.
all right, guys. We love you very much and look forward to seeing you.
Be good to others. Be kind. Do good things today. Say hi to a stranger. Open the doors for people. Let's go. Let's see what you can do out there. Change people's lives.
All
Bye.
right. See ya.